Hello, my name is Kenneth Love, and I'm the founder and executive director of Break Free Ministries. I'm a Christian minister, relationship counselor, and addiction professional. Our website address is breakfreeministries.org. And for those of you who don't like to go on YouTube, you can go straight to our website, push the button vlog, and find all of our videos right there. Our reflection for today is pride and fear don't travel with humility and courage. And if you go with the former, you may get to your destination quicker. Question is, who will be waiting for you at the finish line? You see, pride tells us we don't need to ask for help or tell on ourselves. And fear says, I can't ask for help or tell on myself. Either way, our destination is obscured and short-lived, and unfulfilled dreams and disappointment and defeat await us at the finish line. 1 Samuel chapter 11 through 13, we see King Saul, a man who was full of himself, and because of that, he just wouldn't listen to God. The prophet Samuel told him that, wait here until I get back so I can sacrifice unto the Lord so that we can find out what the Lord's will is for you in terms of this battle that you're ready to fight. And instead of King Saul waiting, he got impatient. King Saul just didn't want to wait. The prophet Samuel was just a little late. But Saul wouldn't wait. He offered up the sacrifices himself, and moments after he did that, the prophet Samuel showed up and said, "What have you done?" And of course, King Saul started making excuses. See, he was good at making excuses. He really had an issue with admitting when he was wrong. So he made his excuses, and the prophet told him, "You're in trouble. You've messed up for real now. Your throne will be taken from you and given to someone else." See, that's what happens with pride and fear. We find ourselves right smack dab out of the will of God. And then his fear carried over to the point where he began to search out God's anointed and appointed one, David, to kill him. The man God chose to replace him, a man to whom God said, "I've found a man after my own heart. He will do everything I want him to do." Before Christ, I was that man, full of my own self, full of pride, playing God my own self, and hurting people every single day. And then I came to Christ, and yet I still didn't feel a lot of different from the way I had felt before. I still had this sense of emptiness and neediness and vulnerability. And it wasn't until I realized that it wasn't about external conformity, but about internal transformation, and that the new source of power was God. And I began to depend on him and walk in a place of humility and courage, which allowed me to move from a place of being dishonest on a regular basis to becoming more and more honest on a daily basis, and from closed-minded to open-minded, and from unwillingness to willingness, that I began to experience the presence and the power of God like never before. Listen, the same thing God has and continues to do for me, he's willing and ready and open to do the same thing for you. So how is your life working out for you? Who are you ending up at the finish line with? And when you get there, are you satisfied? If not, now is the day to make the changes necessary so that God can say to you, whenever you reach that place, "Well done, thy good and faithful servant. Well done." That's what I want to hear. On every mission that I go on, at the end of that mission, I want to hear his voice say, Well done, thy good and faithful servant. Well done. Until next time,